Hey, what's going on, 8th graders? This is going to be a quick tutorial on the very first thing that we're going to work on in Scratch. So here is your main page. When you log into Scratch, sign into your account. From here, you're going to click on Create, and after you click on Create, it'll bring you to the main page here. And a couple things I just want to point out to you. Here is our sprite. That's what we're going to be coding. These are our coding blocks right here in the middle. And as I click on different words, these are the different blocks that I can use. So for example, motion, these are the blocks that are going to move my sprite. Looks, these blocks change how it looks. Sound, pretty self-explanatory. We'll look at pen and data a little bit later. The other one, event, these are what tells it to like start and or do something. Control, this just kind of gives it some general information of like how many times do I want it to do something, do I want it to wait, so on and so forth. Sensing, we'll get into that a little bit further down the road because today we're going to use events, control, motion, not motion actually, looks, and sound. So, number one, I want to get rid of this sprite. So I can click on the scissors and I can delete them, or I can right click with my mouse and click on delete. So right now I have nothing in my backdrop and I want to create a dancer, so I'm going to go to new sprite and I can either choose one from the library or I can create one. I'm going to click on choose a sprite from library, and in here these are all the sprites that I can choose. The one I'm going to go with is 1080 hip hop. He has 13 costumes, and so those are like 13 dance moves or 13 different appearances, so I will choose him to set him in here. Now I need to figure out where I want him to dance, and so down here in the corner I have new backdrop, and this will fill in what's white behind him too. New backdrop, this is going to be create a backdrop from the library, or choose one from the library. This is going to be create one, so I'm going to click on new backdrop, and let's say I want him to dance at the brick wall and stairs. There he is. Move him around, click, drag. If he's too big, I can shrink him. If he's too small, I can make him larger. So there he is, and then over here, you see that I have my backdrop, and then I have my 1080 hip hop. And right now, because the blue is around him, those are going to be the information I'm going to get, or the coding that I can do. So right now I'm coding my dancer, and right here I have script. Scripts, costumes, sounds. Right now, costumes, these are all of his dances, right here. I'm going to leave those alone. I'm going to go to scripts. So this is where I actually am going to start telling this guy what to do. And then just to point out, it's not a reminder because you don't know this yet. Right here, this is what you're putting the coding on right here. Is this guy right here. So the first thing we're going to do, event. We're always going to start with when flag is clicked. So this flag is clicked, which equals this flag right here. What do I want to happen? Well, I want him to start dancing. So let's think. It could be under motion, but it could also be under looks. So motion, and I don't see anything here that tells me he's going to go to the next costume. So these are all of his dance moves, and it's under costumes. I don't see anything here that says costume, so I'm going to click on the looks. And as I take a look, he's saying, he's thinking, switch costume to this one, or go to next costume. And I want him to go to his next costume. So when I click on the flag, clicking on the flag, so when I click on the flag, he goes to the next costume. Click, 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 dance, dance, dance. But I want him to do that on his own. So the next step from here is I'm going to go to control, and I'm going to have him repeat that, let's say, 20 times. Alright, and when I click on the flag this time, he does it really fast. And the reason he does that is it literally just goes through it 20 times as fast as it can. So I want him to slow down a little bit, so I'm going to have him wait 1 second. And notice how you can see as I drag the block in, it'll tell you where it's going to clip in. You don't want it below the repeat. You want it below the next costume. And notice as I put it in there, it just automatically will put it into that alligator mouth. Now I have an extra one in there, so if I drag this out, I can break it apart, put it back in, delete. You can also just drag it off to get rid of it. So here I have when the flag is clicked, repeat 20 times, next costume, wait 1 second, and I'm actually going to shorten this to 1/10 of a second. So now he's dancing 20 times, next costume. Each move is a 1/10 of a second. So that's the first half of what I want to do. So that's good, actually. I'm going to leave that there. The next thing I want to do is add some sound. So over here, click on the play button. There we go. This is Dance Celebrate is the name of this sound. I could click on New Sound, and I have all of these sounds I can choose from. So maybe it's a dance space, a dance snare beat. And so maybe that's the one I want to use. So I'll click on it twice. I have Dance Snare Beat. I have Dance Celebrate. So here, these are the sounds I have loaded. You can go to Scripts. I'm going to go back to, I want the sound to play when I click the flag. So I'm going to go when flag is clicked, sound, play sound, dance, snare, beat. And if I click on this, these will be the two options that I have. So now when I click on the flag, he's dancing to this. Music's still playing. Maybe I want him to dance more, so instead of it being repeat 20 times, I could have it repeat 50 times. So that, 8th graders, is all I want you to get done today. I want you to have the guy dancing with a backdrop, and here's the dancing code is right here, and the sound code is right there. So use this as a little tutorial, and we'll kind of go from there. I will point out to you that one problem that kids are having is they're not putting the codes on the right dancer. So make sure that you have the dancer selected, not the backdrop. And right now it says I have 2 backdrops. Click on backdrop, and I can get rid of that one. There you go. Click the flag. There he goes again. Last thing, to title it, we're just going to go first dancer, and I'm going to go file, save. Now it's saved into my stuff. There you go. Hope that helps you out, guys, and take it easy. Let me know if you have questions.